This is cringe, cringe, cringe. Don't know what they're saying, but it's the new world 2022. Welcome. Hey! I can't take it anymore. I can't. The visuals are just... But hey man, this is the new world, man. It's the new world 2022, and today I want to talk about the World Economic Forum. All about being honest and living in reality. Now, what is the World Economic Forum? Because these guys are everywhere. They're literally everywhere. If you really look, especially if you really look, you see these guys are everywhere. So let's just get a definition of this organization, right? So you go to Wikipedia. Let's get a one-pager, just a one-pager quickly. Okay, this is the World Economic Forum. Let's check it out. The World Economic Forum is an international, non-governmental, and lobbying organization based in Cologne, Canton of Geneva, Switzerland. It was founded on the 24th of January 1971 by German engineer and economist Klaus Schwab. Motto: committed to improving the state of the world. Founder Klaus Schwab. Type: international NGO and a lobbying organization. Now I want to emphasize on the two nouns here, or whatever, right? Non-governmental. So they're not voted for, and they're not funded by your tax contribution. And by the way, as a South African, if it would be a country, they're basically older than South Africa itself. 1971. As a democracy, of course. The Republic of South Africa is younger than this organization. No one votes for them because they're an international, non-governmental organization. And they happen to lobby. Now, my understanding of to lobby is to petition or twist arms or convince or fund certain politicians or movements in order to get your way or what you think should be done in the world, right? But let's just go a bit deeper as to what this organization is about. I mean, the foundation, which is mostly funded by its 1,000 member companies. So if it was in 1971, it had a certain amount of members then. Right now, as far as we know, it has 1,000 member companies who fund the foundation that happens to lobby. Typically, global enterprises with more than $5 billion US in turnover. Okay, so their members are bloody rich, like filthy rich, as well as public subsidiaries. So they have public subsidiaries. We don't know who. I'm trying to look for them. Views its own mission as improving the state of the world by engaging business. So you engage business, political, academic, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. And you know what? Let's just leave it there. So as you can see, without going too deep into it, they're already telling us exactly what they're about. They're a non-governmental lobbying organization. But what would they lobby for? If I'm a member of your organization and I happen to have certain interests in certain countries, right? Surely it should not be unrealistic to consider that this organization lobbies for the interests of these 1,000 companies and their survival or growth or pulling in even more money than they do by influencing politics, other leaders in society. This organization has a huge reach, guys. Has a huge reach. But now let's just go and quickly see what one of their advisors thinks about us as human beings. Huh? Let's just see what he has to say.
In the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century, what humanity basically learned to produce was all kinds of stuff like textiles and shoes and weapons and vehicles. And this was enough.
It was enough.
Very few countries that underwent the revolution fast enough to subjugate everybody else. What we're talking about now is a second industrial revolution, but the product this time will not be textiles or machines or vehicles or even weapons. The product this time will be humans themselves.
So you are the product. You at home. We need to believe people when they actually tell us what's going on, how they think, what they want to do. This guy is an advisor to Klaus Schwab, who is the founder of an organization that is older even than some countries in terms of democracy, right? And he happens to say that the new revolution Well, the new industrial revolution happens to be about you as a human being. You are the product.
We're basically learning to produce bodies and minds. Bodies and minds are going to be, I think, the two main products of the next wave of all these changes. And if there is a gap between those that know to produce bodies and minds and those that do not, then this is far greater than anything we saw before in history. And this time, if you're not part of the revolution fast enough, then you probably become extinct. Once you know how to produce bodies and brains and minds, so cheap labor in Africa or South Asia or wherever, it simply counts for nothing.
Cheap labor will count for nothing if you are able to manifest or produce bodies and minds. Okay, remember, I'm a layman just like you, okay? What does it actually mean? Is it because everything's going digital now, you know? Let's let him finish.
And again, I think that the biggest question maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades will be what to do with all these useless people.
Hey! The question of the decade is what to do with these useless people. Are you useless? Do you feel useless? Useless at home? Meaningless? Just wasting the air in your nostril. You're a waste.
Hey! I don't think we have an economic model for that. My best guess, which is just a guess, is that food will not be a problem.
Okay, at least.
That kind of technology, you will be able to produce food to feed everybody. The problem is more boredom and what to do with them and how will they find some...
Boredom. What to do with this useless class. These huge amounts of people who are now regarded as useless by those who happen to push the trend of bodies and minds being the product. Right? You will be useless. This is the World Economic Forum, guys, telling us exactly what's going on. And remember, this is an organization that was founded in 1971, before South Africa's so-called freedom.
Sense of meaning in life when they are basically meaningless, worthless. My best guess at present is a combination of drugs and computer games.
Drugs and computer games, guys. That is going to be the antidote for the huge amounts of useless eaters, useless human beings that are just here on Earth wasting resources, wasting valuable space. Are you ready for that kind of world? It's right here. It's at our doorstep. It's literally there. It is there. But don't worry, food won't be a problem. However, we might need you to be on drugs and on video games. So for all the gamers out there already on the trend, yay to you. Okay, to show you how far this thing goes, right, and how long they've been in power, let's just show you a short clip of someone that I really respect. Here he is, Idiba.
Oh my God!
This is Nelson Mandela. I think I might have been named after him too. So this is Klaus Schwab, right? The founder.
Mr. President Nelson Mandela. Dear Madiba, dear friend.
Dear friend.
On behalf of all the members of the World Economic Forum, I would like to extend to you.
On behalf of all the members, remember the members are the 1,000 companies, right, that happen to earn more than what, a few billions?
Our warmest welcome for your third visit.
Third visit.
I also extend a very special and cordial greeting to your wife, Mrs. Marshall.
Third visit.
Whom we are delighted to meet here for the first time.
So that was Nelson Mandela in 1999 with the World Economic Forum head or boss or basically president, Klaus Schwab. Now, my understanding of this, and it's a layman's understanding, is that Klaus Schwab might actually be your president more than Ramaphosa right now is your president. So here's Cyril Ramaphosa and here's Klaus Schwab. And that goes for many countries all over the world. And I wonder, that might be why Trump was an enemy. Because he was not ruled by these guys. But anyway, there might be speculation. It's a new world, guys. 2022, and I'm all about being in reality, living in reality, because reality has its own benefits, not being surprised and being able to maneuver the world knowing what is going on and what is against you. From me, check you next time on the next episode.